Yeah, welcome back. It's your man Lee. Oh wait, I'm not Lee Ice. You know me. I'm the fly guy, Flying Brian. Lee Ice is stuck in crazy winter weather wonderland traffic on the East Coast. So we got the guy that everybody knows on the net who's watching right now. We got the Midnight Rider. What's up, Midnight? I can't do it like Leroy. Midnight. I can't do that. So what's
It's
going
all
on,
right,
man?
buddy. I appreciate that, man. No, thank you for having me, man. You know, anytime you need help, something
Of course.
happens, if I can make it, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. So you got popped in last week. Now
Oh
we're
yeah.
opening the show together. So yeah, everything's good. Got a lot to get to. So we're gonna do later in the show. We're gonna have the first annual Unapologetic Sports Award Show, recapping the NFL 2025 season with me and Leroy giving our own personal awards, and we'll discuss what the odds are and all that. And but let's just real quick before Leroy hops on, let's just discuss the breaking news. You had just told it to me, and it's not the breaking news you think it is. We'll get to that later. You just said it to me as we were coming on. Apparently, Bill Belichick, he's not a Hall of Famer, not worthy of the Hall of Fame. So you read a little bit more about it. Go ahead and inform the audience what's going on.
No, so Belichick gets snubbed for the Hall of Fame. One of the thoughts of reason he didn't get in is that the voters decided to hold Spygate and Deflategate against him. So that's part of their reasoning for him not getting in on the first ballot. And the irony in all of that, it just speaks to the audacity of sports writers. Um, the same guys that wouldn't put Ichiro in on the first ballot, just oh my god. Sometimes it just they make it worse for me to defend them being voters. So I don't know, man. You tell me.
I mean, I'm a Bills fan, so clearly I'm impartial. But he's won 7 Super Bowls.
Right.
Uh, he was now. Say you take out if he's been knocked out for Spygate, Deflator, whatever. Don't count those Super Bowls. He still won what, three, four?
Something like that.
He's
But but but
still in
if
the.
that's if
I
that's
just
the
want to be
issue,
technical about it. Yeah.
but if that was the issue, why wasn't the issue when it was happening? Like no one's ever taken away from his legacy until now when you got to vote for the Hall of Fame, which is just crazy to me. Like there's certain people, like there's the Timothy Watkins, probably Lee Ice is another guy that holds that against them, but it's not mainstream. And
Well,
that's the thing.
everybody out there that's a wrestling fan, if you know who Joe Hendry is, say his name and he will appear. And that's what the Midnight Rider just did to old Lee Ice.
Yeah, buddy. Oh,
What's going
man,
All
on,
right.
what's
man?
up, brother?
So real quick, we just went right into it. We didn't do the let's do the drink and the toast and
Come
you don't even have a drink. Okay, the nuggles and
on.
all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right.
But breaking
Put
news,
it back.
you might not even know because you were in the car. But Bill Belichick will not be in the Hall of Fame this year. He did not get enough votes. He was snubbed, and then we were breaking down the reasoning. Apparently, they're holding the cheating, against him.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I don't think he's the greatest coach of all time, but damn, he is first ballot, man. That's crazy. What you think about that, Midnight Rider?
I was just telling Flying Brian. I mean, if you this is the part where sports writers annoy the heck out of me because they hold holy the grail that is the Hall of Fame and turn a blind eye while the thing is happening. And then now they want to be offended by it. You didn't say nothing during Spygate. Like it was only like three jokers writing articles about Spygate and Deflategate. And now everybody wants to come out and like this is something that's egregious and affects his legacy. It just doesn't make sense.
It really don't. I mean, like I said, I don't think he's the greatest coach ever, but I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a great coach, one of the greatest. But and for him to have what, 6 Super Bowl titles,
Mm-hmm.
I think 6 and 9 appearances. Not to mention what he did as an assistant coach, with the
We
Giants.
we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, I know that's kind of sensitive to you, but
Brady's been beating Buffalo his
even
whole
you,
career. I mean, not Brady.
even
Belichick been beating Buffalo his whole career.
even you got to admit he's the first ballot Hall of Fame.
Oh, of course. And even if you, like I said, if you, okay, take away the Super Bowls that is supposedly with the cheating, the Flakegate and the Spygate or whatever, he still won 3. There was no accusation of cheating in the first run.
Yep.
The first, so that 5 years alone where they won 3 of the 5 or whatever, that's first ballot Hall of Famer, no question. So since you brought it up, since you don't think he's the best, Mama Sweeney wants to know who is the greatest coach.
Can I answer this
Ma-
for you?
Sure, go ahead.
Mama Sweeney, you know who I think is the best.
There is a slight
Who I
argument.
think is the best. His initials are JJG. The only coach to win 3 Super Bowls,
and that's the
3
argument.
different quarterbacks, and none of them are going to the Hall of Fame unless they get a ticket or a free pass or something.
You know,
I mean, to me, that's the argument for Gibbs, because all the other coaches around him, or all the coaches that are in the GOAT discussion, they all have that quarterback.
They all
and
have
Gibbs doesn't have it, and he's done it with 3 different someone. So that is the argument for it. We can have another conversation about it, whether I agree with it or not, but that is a legit argument to me. I believe it's a legit argument.
Yeah.
There's also
go ahead, Minaj.
No, I would say there's also the case that he's had also 3 different running backs in each iteration of this as well. And then if you want to pay attention to it, I mean, they probably have, for them to be a 3-time Super Bowl champion, they probably have the least amount of Hall of Famers. So you tell me, where's it go?
I mean, I don't. People say, "Oh, you're a homer." No. If you just really dissect it, the man won with every quarterback he had. Okay, he got to the. Let me listen to this. He got to the damn playoffs with Todd Collins, not the drink. A real quarterback named Todd Collins and Joe Gibbs got to the playoffs with this guy.
So a quick background for anyone who doesn't recognize that name. He was the heir apparent to Jim Kelly. Buffalo had him sit on the bench behind Kelly. I don't know if it was for a year or 2. He was the guy to replace Kelly. It clearly didn't work because Doug Flutie was the starter a year or 2 later, and he went like the Redskins did back in the early 2000s, picked up anyone they could pick up, and like you said, he got him to the playoffs.
Yeah, man. I don't know who's second, but Gibbs. I mean, we can, like Midnight Ride obviously, we can put a pin in it and come back to this discussion. But
yeah,
there's at least 3-4 coaches that I put above Belichick now. And that's no disrespect to him, you know. But just look at his record without Tom Brady. That says it all right there.
And there has to be a little, again, that's another argument to where obviously he's got 6 Super Bowls, but the fact that before and after Brady, there's not much there, and Brady left and immediately won a Super Bowl when he left. So that kind of ties into what my uncle said. Could there be anything to him not making it with giving Brady most of the credit? I mean, again, you can't deny what he won. I don't know if that do you think that has anything to do with him not making it besides the cheating?
No, because if you look at it, the first 3 are the ones that Belichick won.
Right.
Those are the ones where they were running heavy defense team. Brady wasn't the guy. Brady didn't really come into his own until later on.
Yeah, Brady didn't really come into his own till what, 2000? I would say 2006, maybe. Definitely 2007, of course. But like Midnight Rider said, those first 3 were just heavy and Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, so we got Matt. He's up in Ohio, so they canceled the youth hockey game, so because of the weather, so he gets to sit at home and watch the best show on the internet.
My man, the smooth operator, Matty Ice.
I love how you come up with these nicknames, Doug.
If you're around me, I'm gonna give you a nickname.
Yep.
What we got on tap, y'all?
All right, so I've already plugged the meat of the show. We're gonna do the first annual Unapologetic Sports Awards. We'll do the two biggest segments in the sports broadcast, Steve Freeze and Flying High, and then we'll recap the two games. Obviously, we'll probably do that now. You want to stick around for the recap, or
Yeah. Hey,
I'll stick around for a little bit.
we
okay?
blindsided them, so
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever you want.
while we're
You stay for
talking,
the whole show if you want, but I know you got to get ready for your own show. So
think about somebody you got flying high. Think about somebody you want to put in the freezer. I know it's quick, but hey. So let's do the recap.
all right, so we got the Unapologetic Sports AFC Championship recap. So it was a pretty good. Well, one game was good and one game wasn't. So let's start with the one game that wasn't, which people kind of knew going in, but I guess the weather added an element to it. The Patriots put on a wonderful offensive performance and beat the Broncos 10-7. Stidham started out with a huge bomb and looked great, and then a couple drives later committed another huge bomb and threw the ball behind him at the 10-yard line and pretty much cost him the game. If that play doesn't happen, I don't think the Patriots score the way that the weather was. I don't know, but Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Can't take that away. Vrabel's done real well. May had a good season, but does not look good in the playoffs, and nobody can deny that. I'll put it this way before do you guys think with the weather, everything the way the game was, is it different if Bo Nix plays?
Yes.
Okay.
And I just think
different.
Yep.
It's different, but I don't think that guaranteed Denver a win.
No, I totally agree with you on that part. I just think they get a little bit better flow in production. I think Stidham, just by him sitting so long, there's rust, there's feel for the gameplay and things of that nature. Where I think if he didn't get a chance to think about it, I think he would have had a better chance. Like if Bo Nix gets hurt mid-game and he gets thrust into the moment, I think it's a little bit different for him. It might be a little bit easier for him.
But you got to also look at this, y'all. New England, they actually wasn't even trying to score. It got to a point where they just knew Denver wasn't going to score,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Bo Nix would have definitely made a difference, but I don't think it guarantees Denver a victory. So,
just a little Homer talk. So they showed during the broadcast what the stadium looked like in New England. So it would have been worse or just as bad with the snow. If Buffalo beats Denver and they're playing New England in that condition with having the best run game and Josh Allen, do we think Buffalo beats New England?
yeah, I'll pick Buffalo to go to the Super Bowl. So I think so.
I think Buffalo would have performed better in the conditions. I don't know why you wouldn't think that.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, Buffalo, they missed their chance, man.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot to talk about them. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. So we got some comments coming in. Yeah, people agree it's absolutely a different game. We got Keith. Felt like to me, Denver only practiced a scripted first 15 plays, and after the first two drives, New England made their defense adjustments, and it was a wrap from there. I mean, it's kind of looked like it.
Yeah, because they didn't score after that. After they scored on the second, they scored on the second drive, right? And that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
We got somebody jumping off the bandwagon. Said to hell with Buffalo.
Oh man. Is that
I'm not even gonna say who it is. I'm not even gonna no.
Oh wow.
You gotta give him some time, man.
What's up, Josh? Josh checking in, doing his weekly compliment of how great the show is. He's not wrong, but all right. So I mean, again, not much to talk about that. Patriots are going in. We'll touch a little bit on the Super Bowl today, but we'll do a full Super Bowl preview next week. But what a lot of people think was the actual Super Bowl was the LA Rams going to Seattle with the Seahawks taking it 31-27. Pretty much what everybody expected. It was a great game. Crucial, massive punt mistake of the fumble that really put the game out of reach. But Stafford looked good. Darnold looked great. I mean, they both pretty much even with the stats and how they played. Could have went either way. I mean, I think most of us picked the Rams. But for all the talk about Sam Darnold, can't play when it matters, so he's put that to bed. And I wanted Buffalo to hold out and interview Kubiak. I mean, maybe it's just a too excited thing. I know, but the young offensive minded guy who molded Sam Darnold looks like that's who I wanted Buffalo to interview, or at least interview. But again, we'll talk about who they hired in a minute. But
okay, Midnight Rider, you picked Seattle, didn't you?
Dude, I've done so many shows. I have no idea what I. I'll be hoping somebody keep notes for me.
I think he didn't actually give a full answer on our show. He was saving it for this, but I felt like you were leaning towards Seattle.
Yeah, I think I did, but I don't. I mean, I wish I knew. Maybe if Jack had his notes here with us, I apologize, guys.
With that being said, I think it's safe to say that he picked the Rams, but he's not going to admit it. So.
All right, so real quick, let's go back just real quick. Do you think Sean Payton should have taken the 3 points? Absolutely. I said you got a backup quarterback in. Even if you didn't know the weather was coming, you got a backup quarterback in. You got to take every point you can absolutely get. And that was, to me, that was a huge mistake. I'm pretty sure he's come out and admitted that, right? That was the wrong call.
I'm real shocked that Sean Payton admitted that he was wrong.
I mean, again, everybody that was here watching with me, they were all kind of torn on. I was like, look, in this kind of game, I'm pretty sure it's going to be real low scoring. You got to take every. We've watched it all year. Got teams leaving points on the board has cost them.
It's just. Oh man, I hate bad coaching. I hate analytics, man. I hate it. Just like Rex Ryan said, it doesn't tell you that you're playing with a backup quarterback. You know what I mean? So
Boss said, talking to a guy that was tears last year when they lost. Are you talking about you being in tears when the Commanders lost, or what? What am I missing there?
No, I think you're talking about him.
Oh, he was in tears last year when Buffalo. Oh, okay.
How about himself?
Oh,
sorry, boss man. I mean, I unfortunately, I think Buffalo has missed their window, and somebody on this show has been saying for weeks that there's a Super Bowl in Mike Vrabel's future. Boom, there it is.
There's a Super Bowl appearance in Mike Vrabel's future. As far as the window thing goes, I mean, do I think that the Brady hire and the rumors are going to hire the the passing coordinator from Denver as a defensive coordinator? Is that going to magically fix everything and go to Super Bowl next year? I don't know, but I don't think they're going to be like 7-10 next year. I mean, who knows? I think it's still wide open. We don't know how the Patriots. I mean, we don't know how the Patriots are going to be with the schedule they're going to play. We don't know how the Ravens are going to be with Lamar. Yeah,
that people are so underestimating their defense, man.
I mean, that's fine.
How they're winning their defense.
Buffalo is still averaging 30 points a game. I mean, I don't think this hire is not going to make the offense any worse. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Well, hopefully they plug the right pieces.
I missed who they hired.
Oh, they promoted Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator.
I thought I caught the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Well,
spoiler for our next segment, but yes, Brian, it is the way they lose. I actually had a moment after the game where, because people that complain, that they get so close and they lose. Like I remember, 17 years of no playoffs. So I would never trade that. This is fantastic, but it is starting to get every year to be this close, whether it's to the Super Bowl or to the spot to get whatever it is, and to lose the way they lose. When they lost to the Bengals a few years ago, nobody cared and nobody talked about it. They just got beat and we moved on. But every time they lose the way they do, even with the first Super Bowl, the Music City Miracle, it's never an easy loss. Even Denver fans can go, oh, well, we would have won if Bo Nix was there, so who cares? They can just brush it off. But for whatever reason, for this team and this franchise, every loss is a weird, gut-wrenching heartbreaker.
I'm thinking definitely no other NFL team has suffered more heartbreaking losses than the Buffalo Bills, man.
I
There
mean,
was
during go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say there was that stretch in the like the 70s where like the Raiders and Pittsburgh would always have some kind of name game.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, Buffalo has turned losing close ball games into an art form.
The Raiders, speaking of the 70s, the Raiders eventually broke through and won the Super Bowl in 76. So, and you can go back to the Vikings back in the day in the 70s. I remember them always losing, Bud Grant and Fran Tarkin and Chuck Foreman, who was a hell of a running back. And they would just get to the bowl and they would lose worse and worse each year they got to the bowl. So that was actually Super Bowl 9 was actually my first memory of a Super Bowl. I remember seeing that. And I go back and one thing I do, I always love going on YouTube and watching the old games. Actually, last night, I watched the 76 AFC Championship Steelers and Raiders. So, yeah.
During the playoff game, they're showing commercials of DraftKings of LeBron James and Kevin Hart talking about the Music City Miracle. So it's just, it never goes away. And every time somebody misses a field goal, whether it's Buffalo or not, you hear wide right. And if you're a Buffalo fan, you know what that references to. So it just doesn't go away.
Scott Norwood, I feel for him,
man. So we all, I mean, I feel like we're all going to pick the Seahawks, but that's not for next week. But
save that. And if anybody out there, especially our sideline junkies brothers, y'all are welcome to come on next week and we have a big old
Well, I think they're planning that for. I think you guys want to do that on Sunday, right? So we can maybe do a small version on here, try to get everyone on Sunday.
We try to figure it out, man. Let's just talk it out. I thought we were doing. I forget what day the Super Bowl is on. Do we have the 2-week break this year?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, that's why we're not going to really do it today either.
Yeah. All right. So then we would probably do in 2 weeks that Sunday. Probably do a big network show.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, when you guys come on Tuesday, you still got to get your crowd what they came here for.
Yeah, do anybody know a Seattle Seahawks fan?
Actually, one of my best friends
in my circle, no.
You know why Midnight?
I'll see if I can get in touch with her.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
So real quick before we get to the tube hottest segments, let's just discuss real quick that apparently Lee Ice didn't know. So Joe Brady is the new coach of the Buffalo Bills. A couple days ago, the Steelers made the amazing decision to bring in Mike McCarthy. So apparently the Steelers' idea is to recreate the 2011 Packers, I think is what the goal is. And then I think that's since the last week. And then the Ravens, maybe that one wasn't ready yet. But any of these stand out to you, Midnight Rider? What do you think about any of these?
I mean, it feels like, how do I say this? Like, I thought Mike McCarthy was bad. I'm not a big fan of Joe Brady, so it felt like the Bills just said, "Hey, hold my beer. I got something better for you." I just don't see it with Brady, and I think this is probably one of the most lackluster hiring processes, because I think everybody's either gone to the extreme. They've either gone really young or gone really old, and I don't know if we found the next guy in this group. Like, I don't feel like anybody's talking about like Robert Saleh as the next great head coach, or Jeff Hafley or Hartley. Like, the only one I think of in that term is Jesse Minter. Like, I feel like he's mentioned as like one of the next guys. I think people say Brady. I just don't know if they believe it, because I don't believe it. So I don't know.
I think I would have felt different if you went to another team. Not that I don't think he can't be good with Buffalo, but how is firing McDermott and promoting a guy inside? How is that the answer? How is that the big change you wanted? I don't understand that. But again, maybe it's what Allen wanted. I don't know. But the problem is that people might not like Brady's schemes or whatever, but again, Buffalo averaged 30 points a game. Buffalo scored 27 and 30 in the playoffs. The last 7 losses the Bills have had in the playoffs, the defense has given up an average of 32.8 yards. So I don't know how Brady fixes that as the head coach. And again, if the defensive coordinator comes in and he fixes it, fine. But I don't know. It's just
It's called comfort. That's what Josh Allen is comfortable with. He
then why
probably
fire
doesn't want
McDermott? Then why fire McDermott then? Unless there's reports coming out that Allen has been frustrated with him. That's fine. But
Allen probably was like, oh, they probably went to him and said, we're thinking about firing him. How do you feel about that? And he probably was like, okay. He didn't fight for him. I didn't hear it. I mean, unless
no, he didn't.
you and Boss Man would definitely know. I didn't see or hear no Josh Allen fighting for McDermott.
No, he never really said anything. I don't even think
Yeah.
he made an official statement.
So,
All right, so we got the award show coming up, but let's do. Why don't you take us into the 2 hottest segments in all of the internet?
He just said it, y'all. The 2 hottest segments on the sports podcast that's going on right now is first up. Look at that's a new plane, man.
It's a new one.
Okay. I like it. Flying Brian. He's going to tell you who's flying high after this championship weekend.
Flying Brian.
That's me. Yeah. So because we don't have a whole lot of football guys that can be flying high. I mean, we got a little bit, but mine's a little different today. So we're gonna let's get the football out of the way. So we'll do obviously Sam Darnold. I don't know anybody's flying higher than him. He's got to the playoffs. I'm sorry, he got to the Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, who were in his draft class. And spoiler, I think he's going to win it. So, yeah, not too many people were flying more high than him. Mike Vrabel is flying high. Drake May got a lot of the attention and got most of the praise, I think, during the regular season. And, maybe he should have. He was in the MVP race, and we'll see if he wins any of the prestigious Unapologetic Sports Awards coming up. But I think Vrabel showed, in the playoffs why they got to the Super Bowl. The defense, coaching, almost in spite of the way May's played in the playoffs, they've made it to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to give him the credit, and he's flying real high. So the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC. If you're a fan of that, they had a big show this past weekend. Their debut on Paramount Plus. Early numbers are reporting that the 5 or 6 million people streamed it, which is big for them. According to Dana White, doubled the expectations of Paramount Plus. The main event was great. Justin Gaethje beat up on Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. So we got a new era if you're a UFC fan. Got another fight this week. And I'm so excited as a UFC fan that has been buying $80 pay-per-views and I know there's websites for that. I have a whole reason why I don't use those, or going the Green Turtle and watching the fights for years. And ever since the WWE Network came out and you have to pay for those pay-per-views, I've been waiting for the UFC to do this. So I, along with the UFC, is flying high with that. To go with that, Justin Gaethje, the guy I just talked about, he's the interim champion. He's flying high. And last, who's flying high is Jessica Pegula. You're going, who? Who's that? That would be the Buffalo Bills owner, Terry Pegula's daughter, who is representing the United States of America in the Australian Open right now and will be playing in 2 hours in the quarterfinals. She's going up against another American, so whoever wins will be representing will represent America in the semifinals for the Australian Open. She's actually, I don't know much about tennis. I just know who she is because of that. And I watch her and follow her. She's ranked 6th in the world. She's really good. She's got a good shot to win. So I'm actually looking forward to watching tennis at 9 o'clock tonight because there ain't nothing else on. So, but yeah, she's flying high.
I hope you don't suffer another heartbreaker, man. I hope you don't see it.
Let me give you a little stats on her real quick. She's won 13 titles. She's never won a major title. She's only been to one final, and she lost in a major. So she's right on the line of the Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm about to say she sounds like yeah, she sounds just like a belongs in that group.
Before we move on to the deep freeze, shout out to my cousin. Hi Harper. And then so my whole family's in here watching now because now my aunt just joined. So my dad's
wow.
entire brothers and sisters are watching.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah.
All right, Midnight Rider. We know you didn't have time to prepare. You got anybody flying high?
I got two.
Okay.
So number one is Kenneth Walker. I don't know if you saw the move he put on the linebacker in the hole during that championship game, but that 1-2 and that cross, whatever it was, that's number one for me. And number two is an event that happens every year during this time. I'm the biggest fan of it. It's one of my third or fourth favorite NFL events. Senior Bowl practice starts or has started. So I sit back and yeah, I got a notepad somewhere, and we're gonna be watching people. I fell in love with a couple people today. Malachi Fields from Notre Dame stood out to me. There's a DN from Michigan that just ran somebody over that you're gonna see on the highlights, and then a kid from Georgia State with a one-hand catch in the end zone. So at some point you're gonna hear you got Moss, but I mean this is just the me thing. This is my time of year when everything goes away. I started getting deep into the NFL draft. So you know
Yeah,
the ice.
definitely do. But you know what? I am so shocked that you fell in love with a Notre Dame player. I can't believe that. That's
Things happen. Things
you know
happen, the ice.
I can't. Yeah, that's a shocker, y'all. Midnight Rider, Notre Dame player. Shocker, man. All right. That was who's black. Ooh, uh-oh. Open that door. Look, let's get ready. Ooh, let's get ready for the deep freeze. That has to be the most. Oh yeah, he got it. Yes,
Good.
sir. That's see me and Midnight. We here, man. We
Yeah, that was
y'all.
good timing. Good production.
I know I say it every week, but I don't care. You know why? Because I don't apologize. Look at that beautiful freeze. Look at it. Just look at it.
If you notice, I try to do different backgrounds for flying high and stuff every week. If you noticed, I haven't done a
But
new one
don't
for yours
change
because
this.
I've
Don't.
tried to create new ones. None of them come close to that one. So it's like, yeah,
That's the greatest thing you ever did, man. All right, who's going in the freezer? I'm kind of piggybacking off of what you did. I got three teams, three NFL teams going right in the freezer. First one, Minnesota. Minnesota Vikings. You had the man right in your backyard. Ask nephew Josh. I told him they should re-sign Sam Darnold. He knows the system. It's not every day you win 14 games. And the man did it again with a different team. So Minnesota Vikings, you had your quarterback. And you let him walk right out the door. And guess where he's at now? He's playing for a Super Bowl. And guess what? He might have to be hoisting that trophy. And all y'all can do is just be like, damn, damn, damn. Quote Florida Evans. Second team.
I don't have that sound bite
Baltimore
ready. I
Ravens.
should let me know. I would have had that ready to go. Damn, damn, damn.
The Baltimore Ravens. You had your coach, man. You had your coach. If you was going to fire Harbaugh, you had your coach right there. And just like the Vikings, you watching him go to the Super Bowl with the Vikings quarterback. You had Mike McDonald right there, man. You had to have some type of inkling that maybe we should get rid of Harbaugh. No, you do it the very next year. And what's the guy they hired? Midnight Rider. Everybody's kind of high on him, but they saying he's like Harbaugh Jr. That makes no sense to me. What's his last name? Mentor?
Mentor. But he's part of the family, so they ain't go too far.
That's what I'm saying. He coached under, and then he went and coached with his brother. So I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I'm putting teams in there. Guess who else? Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans. You're on your second coach. Your second since you let Mike Vrabel go. Guess where he's going? To the Super Bowl. You had him. What was the reasoning for firing Mike Vrabel? I mean, you got Minnesota, Baltimore, Tennessee. I'm really not apologizing for saying this because you know what show this is. All of you right now, all three. Well, Minnesota they came on strong at the end. I won't say what I was about to say. We might have kids watching, so. Then I'm putting the NFL refs in there too, man. Because if Cooper Kupp, if that was a catch, then that should have been a catch in Denver with Buffalo receiver. What y'all think about that? That wasn't a catch. That Cooper Kupp catch, that was not a catch. Because from what I understand, you have to complete the catch on your way to the ground, right? And if you watch it, he's losing control. So NFL refs, the whole system of whatever a catch is and all that shit, all put that beat down, man. Y'all need to come up with something and stick with it because we watching stuff now. We don't know if it's a catch or not no more. I was like, oh, he fumbled that. That's a fumble because he's holding the ball out and it's coming out. So he didn't complete the catch. To me, that's what the rule said, right? Complete the catch.
It's rigged, fixed. Tell him, Lee Ice.
I wasn't going to do this,
go ahead.
But then I thought long and hard, and because of my dislike for Sean Payton, I'm putting him in the freezer too. 4th and 1, like the fly guy said earlier, you got a damn backup quarterback who hadn't thrown passes in a year and a half, and you put the ball in his hands. Come on, man. You deserve to lose. 4th and 1, take the points, man. You live in Denver, you live there. You got to know what the weather's going to be. Come on, man. Y'all don't have somebody y'all got coaches. I mean, NFL teams got everything. I know they got to have a weather person, right? Say, look, man, about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it's going to start snowing real bad. So take the points, man. Absolutely. It's really, really hard for a team to come back when they know up here. It's all up here. Oh, damn, we down 2 scores. Then, damn, we only down 1 score, you know. So, Sean Payton, you blew that. You really blew that. And I was going to put the other Sean in there, but nah, you got a Hall of Fame quarterback, so I get it. You're going to go for it. But at the same time, you got to be thinking if we miss it, we got to stop them. Okay, and then have to score a touchdown. But if you kick the field goal, because what they lose, 37, what was 31-27,
31-27, yeah.
Yeah, you kick the field goal, then you get the ball back, you only plan to get in field goal range. So, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because I probably would have went with go for 4th and 1 if I had Stafford as my QB too.
So we got Judy on YouTube saying the refs. Did she like you putting the refs in there? They're deciding too many games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what the hell is a catch, man? I'm talking. So, Midnight Rider, anybody you want to put in my beautiful freezer?
Oh yeah, I got somebody that I want to put all the way in the back cut next to last year's chitlins from Thanksgiving.
Oh, God.
I want to put the Pro Bowl selection committee.
We forgot. We didn't even talk about that.
I feel bad because the kid is probably the only other guy that's healthy that wants to go. I mean, like somebody went through the list this morning, and it was like Josh Allen's probably having surgery, Justin Herbert's having surgery. Like you get to a certain point where you just run out of people.
What about Trevor?
I think Trevor's the only one that's going to be there. I think
Okay.
it's Trevor, Shador, and I forget who else is there. This is
Shador.
reminiscent of the year.
Yeah, but that's what you didn't know that.
I
Shador has been
saw it, but I thought it was a joke.
no. Drake. He's replacing Drake May because
Yeah.
so right now it's Shador, Josh, and Herbert are the selections because the other two haven't pulled out yet. So I don't even think Trevor's been officially anointed yet. Yeah, why they had I don't know. I mean, that's a whole nother. Unfortunately, he's going to be the butt of jokes for the next 10 or 20 years. I'm a Pro Bowler. Wow.
I mean, I wish the best for the young guy, but how in the hell do you put him in there?
I mean, he might be right about all the
coaches
injuries and all that, but there's got to be someone else besides Trevor Lawrence.
Let's think about it though, guys. Let's go. If we go AFC East, it's Josh Allen who's probably got to get surgery or something because something's hurting on him.
Well, he's already got it. I mean, Josh was already got the Pro Bowl. I mean, whether or not he goes,
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, right. But what I had heard or read that Shador is officially replacing Drake May because he's going to the Super Bowl. Right.
So that Drake May is 2.
Yeah.
3, you don't want nothing from the Jets. Right?
Right. And then Tua got benched, so.
And Tua got benched. So that's 4 quarterbacks we've already gone through. Then we go to the Central. Lamar, I think, is hurting.
He's hurt.
So I think he's probably not going to play. Burrow had an up and down year, so he's probably not going to play.
He's still better than Shador.
I mean, we could go Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
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 And then you got Shador. I mean, that's where you want. Because if you go to the
let's go to the South.
You got Lawrence.
Right, which is obviously. Lawrence is up for the MVP.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. Well, his playoffs didn't help him, so.
Yeah, but that technically doesn't matter.
Yeah. Who am I missing in the South? Because this is the one division.
The Tennessee guy.
Oh,
Cam Ward.
Okay, and then who else?
That's it.
So that's nothing. I mean, we down to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, KC. Mahomes got hurt.
Bo Nix is hurt.
Bo Nix is hurt.
And Geno Smith is terrible.
Oh, Geno Smith should never. Oh God, yeah.
Well, besides Trevor Lawrence, like I said, I don't think he's officially listed as a Pro Bowler because I think it's Allen, May, Herbert, and then if Shador is replacing May, I'm guessing, like you said, Trevor will probably place Allen, but still, he should have been first. How are you up for the how are you up for the MVP, but you're not a Pro Bowler?
Hey, I just report the facts. You
know, I know. Yeah.
The second,
he should be in there.
Second group that belongs in the freezer is the Football Writers of America for not selecting Bill Belichick. You can't tell me that that's a thing. I don't care how you dance it, how you dress it up. That's just no. That's something that shouldn't happen. And then Jarrett Stidham still belongs in my freezer. So
he should have never came out.
I mean, I think he was just sitting in the back and we didn't know he was there.
He leaped out after that one pass, and then you just put him right back in after that. Yeah,
he was deep down. He was in there for what, a year and a half to 23, right? He should have never. Yeah, the expiration date on him, man. Yeah. All right, there it is, y'all. The freezer.
Coming up next,
the first Unapologetic Sports NFL Awards. Yes, indeed.
All right. We will be right back.
You still gotta think about me. Want someone to hold. You can put me on airplane mode.
Oh, we back.
Oh man.
Man, that beat is, man, come on, man. They
Nah,
need to play that up in the club, man.
I had to laugh because I looked down in the little box and I saw everybody bopping their head. I was like,
Yeah, I usually play that every time we go to commercial or take a break,
Mhm.
and the like two or three times after, I've woke up from asleep and had that in my head.
Can't get it out your head, man. But we're gonna put this in your head right now. You see it on the screen.
Got some music for the award ceremony.
The Unapologetic Sports NFL Award.
Actually, let's not do like some just for word out there. If you're ever gonna post a list, you don't start off with number one. You start from 50 and go down. So we're not gonna start off with the MVP. That's the top award. We're gonna start off with Rookie of the Year. So I actually have, this is from FanDuel. These are the betting odds. Yeah. So for Rookie of the Year, my
Next
screen's
page.
goofed up. Okay, yeah, okay. So actually, I didn't split mine up for Rookie of the Year, because I know they do offense defense. I just did one. To be honest with you, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to, and no rookie really stood out this year like they did last year, or it wasn't a high profile standout like it was for Jaden last year. But I went with Jackson Dart. I mean, doesn't really matter this year. Rookie wasn't really a big, and he's second in the betting. So when I already picked it, then I looked it up. I was like, oh, I'm not really out of going crazy then if he's second in the betting odds for all offensive. So I got Jackson Dart as my Rookie of the Year.
Can't see the odds. So, like you said, nobody really like came out, but maybe people weren't paying attention to certain players. And Midnight Rider helped me with the guys, the youngin in Carolina, the wide receiver.
Torrey McMillan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the favorite.
He had a great year, 70 catches, over 1,000 yards, 7 TDs, but unless I missed it, nobody was really talking about him, like the rookies were.
He came on down the stretch of the season.
So my Rookie of the Year, I gave it to Travion Henderson. His team is going to the Super Bowl. He's a big part of that. No, he didn't get 1,000 yards, but he's a part of a Super Bowl team. And so I gave 911 yards and 9 TDs. That's solid to me, And the guy with the Raiders, he was probably favorite, huh? Yeah, Ashton. He was probably favorite going in, but I think Travion Henderson did better. Kind of like back in the day, I think 1999 when Ricky Williams was favorite, but then Edgerrin James came out of nowhere and won the award. So I'm giving it to Travion Henderson.
Hold on, let me. I got for the defensive player. I like the kid from Seattle, Nick Eamon-Wari. I think he's 1. 2 is the kid Carson Schlesinger from the Browns. I think they were the top 2 rookies on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side, I like my man Ted McMillan, and then the other person that I would have given a thought to would have been Travion Henderson, because I had him as my favorite going in.
I'll tell you who started off on fire and then faded away was Emeka Egbuka.
Yeah,
but
didn't
do nothing down the stretch. So
yeah. He got hurt down the stretch, and then that's when Tampa Bay's offense fell apart.
Yeah.
All right. So since defense is always nobody cares about defense or never gets enough credit, we'll do Defensive Player of the Year next. I mean, the betting odds are not even close, and I'm assuming unless we'll all be unanimous, is Myles Garrett is my defensive player of the year. Broke the sack record. He's the only relevant thing you would any reason ever watch the Browns. There's only one reason, and that's Myles Garrett. So he's clearly defensive player of the year.
Agreed.
Not even close. That's who I got, Myles Garrett.
I'm assuming you're saying Midnight Rider.
Yes, I'm sorry. I said agreed. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So we'll do. Let's do this one because I'm actually going to be I think I'm going to be a little different than everyone here. So Coach of the Year. Pretty sure the odds are up there. If you're watching us on a computer screen or a TV screen, I think you'll be able to see the odds pretty well. I'm going to say, and this is the lowest betting guy. I'm going to say Shanahan. I think that I know some guys have done stuff with, obviously going to the Super Bowl with Seattle and Vrabel's done with Drake May, but Brock Purdy I still feel like people are skeptical on him, and with all the injuries that they had, that just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And he had him right there to win the division for the 1 seed. I know they lost that game, but it was a close game, and I know they didn't do great in the playoffs against Seattle, but I don't know too many coaches that can overcome injuries like that. So I'm for me personally, because of the whole injury thing and just to keep them right there, and they were 1 game away from the championship game, for me, Kyle Shanahan is Coach of the Year.
To me, it came down to 3, really just 2. But I'm going to give a shout out to Mike McDonald. I'm going to give a shout out to Ben Johnson also. But to me, it came down to Lynn Cohen and Mike Vrabel. Because nobody picked nobody picked Jacksonville to win that division.
Yeah.
Yes, they got a first round pick, but he hasn't been playing like a first round pick. People have been questioning his heart. Does he really like football? I'm talking about Trevor Lawrence, of course. But Cohen went over there and had him looking like he was back in Clemson. And they won that division. But I'm gonna give it to Mike Vrabel, because everybody picked Buffalo. Then when they got in the playoffs, they're gonna be 1 and done. And so I'm giving it to Mike Vrabel. He's a damn good coach, man. He's a damn good coach. And I think New England is back, man. I think New England is back. So that's my coach.
So Matty Ice has got Vrabel. And now Midnight, who you got?
Let's make it easy, man. Mike McDonald. I'm gonna keep it simple. I think that's a guy that came out. I don't think everybody expected Seattle. I got into an argument with Josh that I didn't think that was the best division in football because I thought the way their schedule laid out last season, but they proved me wrong. I mean, nobody in that division, they had the top 3 teams all at 12 wins. So from right here, you hear me, Josh, you were right. I was wrong. And yeah, Mike McDonald's my Coach of the Year.
All right. Let's go to.
We all got 3 different 3 different coaches.
So let's go to Offensive Player of the Year. This one's the betting odds are not that close, but I'm gonna give it to Puka Nacua. I know the Seattle receiver. Sorry, the name just jumped out of my head.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Thank you, Jackson Smith, and yeah, I don't want. I'm trying to say his name. But yeah, JSN. There you go, JSN. I'm gonna give it to Puka. It might be partially because I watched all the Rams games this year, and just some of the stuff that he does, and he's a 5th round pick. He wasn't supposed to be much of anything. I mean, he came on the team when Cooper Kupp was coming off of being like Offensive Player of the Year and all that, and he's just taken the league by storm. You can argue that he's the best receiver in the league right now. You can argue it. But so for me, I'm going to give it – it's close. It's so close. And I know they just played each other technically, and his team lost, but I'm gonna give it to Puka Nacua.
Well, I'm going to give it to the guy on the other side. I mean, Matthew Stafford. So,
for Offensive Player of the Year, not for MVP.
I know.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Oh, crap. So technically, as far as betting goes, he wasn't even an option for Offensive Player of the Year. Drake May was. But okay. But this isn't the NFL awards. That's secondary. It's the unapologetic awards.
These are the only awards that matter.
Exactly.
Whatever we say, that's all that matters. So I'm giving the Matthew Stafford. The numbers he put up were incredible. I'm giving it to him.
Okay.
All right. So I guess I'm closing this out, and I guess we just like not picking the same people because mine goes to Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
Almost 2,000 yards or 2,000 yards of total offense. I can't think of a better player. And so I'm gonna keep it simple because that team has been hurt the whole way. You knew when Trent Williams wasn't out there because that's when his numbers really struggled. But as long as he got Trent going, I think I know what that voice is right there in the comments. But yeah, I took McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And I know you gave it to Shanahan, but as long as he has McCaffrey, they're always gonna be in the mix, man. That's the key to it. I know I said Trent Williams, but them two, McCaffrey, that's the 49. He's healthy, they're in the mix. He's not, they're not. Is that so?
Yeah. And quick shout out to old James Cook, the old rushing leader. Couldn't even get a nomination for Offensive Player of the Year. But yeah, McCaffrey's a good call.
Okay.
All right, so maybe this is going to be a little more conversation to have than I thought because who your Offensive Player of the Year was. So my MVP is Matt Stafford. The numbers, if you break them down, they're not really that close. They're close in some aspects, but if you got 12 more touchdowns than the guy who everybody thinks is the only other one that can win, I'm going to go with the guy that scores more points. So I got Matt Stafford.
Well, this is going to make you happy, Brian. I'm going Drake May, man. You're not surprised by Matt Stafford. You see what I'm saying?
I'm a little surprised that he's almost 40 and he had his first MVP caliber season.
You're not surprised that he did that, okay? I'm not. I don't think anybody who watches football is surprised what a Hall of Fame quarterback's going to do. Nobody expected Drake May. Improvement, yes.
That's true.
Improvement, yes. Division title, no. AFC title, no. To the Super Bowl, no. No, he doesn't have the stats that Matthew Stafford had. I'm going Drake May. And you know who I'm putting second in there? Someone who I said, okay, even though I was fighting for him to stay in Minnesota, fully was like still skeptical of him the whole way. The whole year, everybody's been waiting for Sam Darnold to screw up, right? The whole year, everybody's going to screw up. Oh, this is it. This is it. He never did. Back-to-back 14 wins. Who was the last quarterback to do that? I'm sure you know, Brian.
There's 5 people that have like 14 wins in back-to-back seasons. I think there's Brady, and I wish I kept this graphic, but I think it's Brady, Mahomes, Darnold, and the 2 other people are from the earlier years.
Who was the third person you said?
Brady, Mahomes, Darnold.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's 2 others, but I can't think of the last 2 only because I saw that graphic at like 7:45 this morning, and I didn't.
Yeah, I saw it too. I forgot what it was too.
So yeah, I'm giving it to the young and Drake May.
All right, Ryder. We gonna get a different third one again?
Nah, I think you picked them earlier, right? I mean, coming in the season with people not knowing what's gonna happen with your back, and if he was gonna be in the ICU, and then all of a sudden you have this type of season, and you know what? Late entry into the freezer is I want to put analytic people in the freezer because I heard more excuses and more crazy stats like his passing efficiency wasn't higher and Drake May's downfield passing yards were more. It's like, come on, dog. We just making up excuses.
Just making up stats. Well, as you see from the betting odds are real close. after the season was over, Stafford had a decent lead, and now he's almost a minus 1,000 favorite. I mean, if he doesn't win, it'll be
He's
shocking.
going to get it. But
Yeah.
I just like last year, I thought Jaden Daniels should have got it. Even though he was a rookie, he took a bum-ass team, and we was one win away from the Super Bowl. But for some stupid-ass reason, the NFL says you can't be Rookie of the Year in the MVP, unlike the NFL. I mean, unlike the NBA. So, but yeah, I'm giving it to Drake May because the expectations. Like I said, you can't be surprised Matt Stafford did that. You just can't do it. You can't be
I think
surprised.
you have to be.
I'm a little surprised that
his injury history.
His injury history, he's old, and this is rumors that this is his last year, or maybe it's not now. And then I forgot about the back stuff that's coming in. Then they had this special bus contraption for him in like the preseason. Yeah. So real quick, we gotta do one more before we get out of here. Comments are Matt Stafford. Eddie Ice got Matt Stafford. My uncle's got Matt Stafford. All right, so real quick, I wanted to do a special one just for the show.
Okay.
And put you on the spot, Midnight Rider, because I don't think you had time to think about it. But game of the year, not counting playoffs, just do regular season. This is regular season awards. Game of the year, maybe it's a little homer for me, but this was a great game, and I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. With Buffalo being down, what were they down? 15 with 5 minutes to go, pulled the win off. For me personally, that was a great game, and if they do a top 10 list on NFL Network, that'll definitely be on there. So I'm not being too homery with it, but I got Bills Ravens Week 1 Sunday Night Football.
Well, you said no playoff. Mine is a playoff game.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, I'm going with the Rams and the Bears 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was good.
And the weather. And then the way regulation ended with that pass from damn, I'm getting old. Caleb.
Yeah.
That pass, yeah.
Well, that was player of the year, right?
Not too many games stuck out this year, but the Buffalo game, that was the first game of the year, right?
That was the first, Sunday night.
It's like a Sunday night game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going Rams Bears in the playoffs.
I guess we just like not picking the same stuff.
That would be
There's
boring.
a game, I don't know the week that it was, so I apologize for that. But I think there was a 38-35 Seahawks Bucks game that happened mid-season, and I think that's when we thought the Bucks could have been a contender, and then they kind of faded to the background after that ball game. But yeah, it was 35-38. I think the Bucks won it, and that's my one that stands out for me this year.
All right, so real quick, Indiana versus Miami, game of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then couple weeks, and then Rams Seahawks, the regular season game, 38-37. That was also a big one. So I mean, there could be a lot of different ones, but I mean, I could have picked Buffalo Denver in the playoffs, but I'm not going to pick that one.
Oh no, I forgot to ask you. How is J.R. Sweeney doing, man?
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he was disappointed at the end. I mean, it was a battle back and forth. It was close. I think he took like 10 minutes, went off in his room for a little bit, and then he was all right. But
He'll bounce back.
you know who's devastated by it is my mom. Because she's cheering for Buffalo the week before, devastating loss. Then she's rooting for the Rams the next week, devastating loss. It's like, I don't want to watch football anymore. I get too much heartbreak every year. And she goes, Commanders didn't have no season this year. Buffalo gets so close and they lose, and the Rams get so close and lose. I don't want to watch it anymore.
Don't give up, Mama Sweeney. We're coming back. And Midnight Rider, you know I love this. Word on the street is we're bringing back the uniforms permanent. And they're getting a new helmet. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see on that part, because you want the helmet to be just like burgundy with the yellow numbers on the side. I actually wanted to have some style, but I will say this: the Super Bowl jerseys look, even with the other helmets, look better than I thought.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
I
they
can
look
live
good.
with them. It's not my favorite choice, but I can live with them rocking the old school Super Bowl jerseys on a regular basis with the stripes and the helmet and the yellow face mask.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. And y'all should go back to the red helmet, Brian.
Yeah, I agree with
Go
that.
back to the red helmet.
All right,
Uh,
Midnight Rider. Before we got to get out of here, but tell them what's coming up next.
Coming up next, you saw the preview for it in the commercial break we took. It's the Tuesday night flight where we're going to take you through some of the same things we talked about here. We got a couple other things that we want to talk about. We get you the first Jack Carr college basketball top 10. So we get to debut some new stuff tonight. But we get some stuff that we've talked about. But the good thing about it is you get 3 different voices. So you get to enjoy because what we do on this network is we do dope shit. So
there it is, y'all. All right. You just heard it. He's the Josh Johnson of sports podcasting, y'all. You can find him everywhere.
I'm the Tony Massenberg.
Cody Basterbird all the way, man. Hell yeah. But thank you for filling in always. We got one more.
I think Out of Bounds is tuned in to get ready for Tuesday Night Flight. He liked that comment about a Midnight Rider. Give a laughing emoji.
That dude, I asked him how many shows he does. He probably don't even know.
So
Tony
no
Bass.
Massenberg's land.
It's easy. Monday, I do Pretenders or Contenders. Tuesday Night Flight. Wednesday, Nothing But Net. Occasionally I do a appearance on In the Pasture Seat. Thursday Night Throwdown. Friday we don't do anything. Saturday is the Gridiron. Sunday is the Sunday Rise. And every now and then I jump in with the WrestleManiacs.
So like we say in the DMV, every day you can find us.
Speaking of the
Listen, y'all, not every day, every day. We find
Every
them.
speaking of the
All right,
Maniacs, speaking of the Maniacs, you need a guest to come on this week for the get ready for the Rumble. Oh no, it'd be after the Rumble, right? It'd be after the Rumble, yeah.
I think the Rumble's during the day. So
yeah, it
but
is.
if you want in, reach out to KG because
Right.
I think they'd love to have you.
Okay.
They always talk about you. So yeah, jump in because that way I can take off that night.
Take a break. All right, cool.
I don't know if you saw last week's show, but
I don't know. I don't think he know how to take off for real. So.
Me and the Sumo got into something last week, so that's why Sunday morning there was a different background. But we'll talk about that later time, Doug.
Y'all, time flies when you're having fun. Again, we thank the Midnight Rider for coming in. The Fly Guy, hey man, we leave you like we always leave you. Look at that picture. Look at that background. Look at how he's holding the mic. That's how we bring it, man. That's how we bring it every Tuesday at 6:30. For the Midnight Rider, for the one and only, the Fly Guy. Thank you, all of y'all, for tuning in. We leave you like we always leave you. Whether you like it or don't like it, you see that mic, damn it, you better learn to love it. It's Unapologetic Sports. We don't apologize for shit, and we see y'all next week.